Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector. It's Monday afternoon, and I got some more mail in today. I got a card I'm going to show, but what I really want to talk about is a couple things. Number one, days till the National. I'm not going to put the counter up today because I'm going to need all the space on my screen here, and you'll understand why in a minute. But we are 1 month away. Today's the 28th, and the show starts on July 28th. So 1 month from today, the National will be starting. I'm excited about it. But again, before that, just a couple of weeks away, less than 2 weeks away, is going to be Hobby Palooza. Ty and I reached out to Topps to see what they were willing to contribute. They were participants last year in Hobby Palooza. We are going to work on doing some type of video with them that won't be live necessarily, but we're going to record some things and premiere them during Hobby Palooza, so that'll be awesome. But man, they really stepped up and sent me a mountain of stuff that we are going to give away throughout Hobby Palooza. Still working on trying to figure out how we're going to distribute this stuff throughout the different people that are participating in Hobby Palooza and hosting live streams during the event, which is again July 10th and 11th. All details can be found at thehobbypalooza.com. We should have the schedule out in terms of who's going to be at what times for everybody to see, and links and all that good stuff. Probably by the end of, towards the end of this week. It's definitely what Ty and I are shooting for, to have the website completely current in terms of who's when and all that. The schedule's full. I'm kind of doing a couple of switches. There's some guys that need to move from one spot to another. I'm trying to do some trading of times. That should all work out just fine, and you'll be able to see the final schedule later this week. Let me show you the stuff that Topps has sent to. They sent it to me, but it's really for you guys because I'm just gonna pass it through the way it goes. I got a couple little swag, a couple of these Topps hats here. Never bad to have some hats. They sent a couple of these Bowman hats, which I actually really like. These are kind of cool Bowman hats. If you're a prospect, you can have a Bowman hat. So I've got those. Topps, I think, sent literally something representing darn near every product that they have. They sent one non-sports item, which is really cool. You got a Grogu box here, 10, I guess. A little 10 with Grogu, Star Wars Mandalorian Season 2. So that's awesome. I'm going to have to, let's see. Gotta move things around. And then I got another box of WWE Women's Division. I think this is a hobby box. This is 2020. One autograph and one relic card. 2 boxes of Tier 1 Bundesliga. Little soccer action going on. Okay. So that's that. Got 2 Topps Chrome boxes. Did I say on the Bundesliga? Other one, Tier 1. I think I said that. But 2 of these Topps Chrome Bundesliga boxes. So yeah, those are awesome. Those are about $325 a piece. So yeah, pretty cool. 2 Topps Chrome UEFA hobby boxes right there. Those are about $350 a piece. So that's awesome. My pile's going to start moving. I got a box of Topps Chrome Formula 1 from 2020. And then on top of that, a Topps Chrome Sapphire from 2020 Formula 1. This is like a $700 box. So I haven't looked up what the Topps Chrome go for, but that's crazy. Okay, this side's starting to get a little big. Now on to baseball. The rest of it's baseball. We got 1 box of Topps Inception. Got a hobby box of 2020 Gypsy Queen. Got a hobby box of Topps Baseball Series 1 and Topps Series 2. So both of those. And I'm just going to pile all this up. Hobby box of 2021 Bowman. And last but not least, I think this is like a jumbo box. This is incredibly heavy. Feels like there's a ton of cards in there of 2020 Bowman Draft. So it's got 3 chrome prospect autograph cards inside. Spencer Torkelson, Max Meyer. Yeah. So there's that. So all of that I just showed you is going to be given away during Hobby Palooza. Yeah, should be great. Again, got to figure out how to get, talk to different guys that are doing streams and whatnot, and get that distributed out properly. So we definitely want to make that as fair as possible and as fun as possible. We will figure it out. But that's all during Hobby Palooza. So I got in a card today that I'm going to show. I finally decided to buy a card slabbed by HGA, hybrid grading approach. I really like the way their slabs look, the way their flips look. I've seen them in person. I've not actually held one / owned one. And so I thought I saw one, and they don't do a lot of vintage yet. A lot of vintage has not been submitted. Mostly it's modern, ultra modern kind of stuff. And so I wanted to make sure that I got a vintage card, because that's what I really enjoy. And I was just kind of searching on eBay, and I saw a card that I already own, and I bought it because I thought, man, at least I can compare these. And it's one of my favorite cards of all time. And it was a decent grade, and I got it at a great price. So I'm like, why not? Let's get it, and then kind of do a compare and contrast. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to flip the camera around, and we'll take a look at what I got. Hang on one second. All right, here we go with a little bit of showing off an HGA slab. My first one, and it's this card right here, 1958 Topps All-Star Stan Musial. I love this card. This was Stan Musial's first card at Topps, literally ever. Like, he hadn't had any Topps contracts. He was a Bowman guy. And so this was his first Topps card, and Topps was super excited to have him so bad. I think they double or triple printed this card. But here's the flip on it. Hopefully there we go. So it's a 5.0, and I do admit I love the subgrades on HGA. I kind of dig the flip. It's pretty simple. You've got 4.0 on corners, 5 on surface, 5.5 on edges, and 8.5 on centering. And so that's what I think is neat about vintage cards. When you have subgrades, you can really, if you have subgrades, you can see what is it. And so many people care about centering. And I do, I like good centered cards too, but that's an 8.5 on centering, which I dig. And so if you take this, and there's the HGA, here's my PSA one of this card. I have a PSA 7 on this card. And so side by side, they look really good together. You've got just 2 different ways to do it. The flip, or the slabs themselves, are about the same size. I think if I put these literally right next to each other, yeah, the HGA slab is just slightly, this one has the PSA slab has a perfect fit sleeve on it. HGA slab is slightly taller, slightly thicker, but I really like the feel of the slab, the HGA slab. Honestly, it's nice. I don't like and don't think that you need, let me put this back up. I don't think you need as much space maybe between the flip and the card, and I think there's a little bit of excess up along the top. Whereas PSA is a little more compact. There's not as much excess plastic on the top. But yeah, let me put them back side by side there. That's and again, I wanted to buy the same card that I already had, just so I could really do a fair comparison between the two, just kind of looking at it. And this HGA card, I think, was 25 or 30 bucks maybe for that card. It was certainly not expensive, and just really glad to get one and finally get one in my collection. I don't know what I'm going to do with it long term. Will I keep it? I don't know. Probably just to have one. I'm not exactly going to turn into an HGA guy, but I just wanted to check it out, so I did. That's it for today. That's all the mail I got, and don't have a whole lot coming in since the Nationals coming up. Really just trying to be smart, conserving that kind of stuff. Do have a Golden Age of Cardboard episode coming out this week with John Newman from Sports Card Nation. I have an episode I'm working on with Andrew, Enough Said Cards, about buying vintage at the National. So that'll be next week. And it's just a lot going on. Hobby Palooza, you name it. We're going to have a good time over the next few weeks getting geared up for Chicago. Talk to you guys soon. Hope you have a great week. Keep collecting.